What is it? Oh, right. Okay, here we go again. You're pausing so much. Seriously? Just read the notes, Stanley. Nope. Wow. Terrible. Wrong again. Took you long enough to get it right. Nope. No again. Come on, do you even know how to read notes? Do you ever pay attention to your thoughts while you're practicing? How many of those thoughts are positive and how many are negative? If you're like me, the majority of those thoughts are negative. To a certain extent, it makes sense, because otherwise, how would we make any improvements without knowing what we did badly? Since we are kids, our education has even trained us to notice flaws and mistakes. In school, the wrong answers are marked, not the right ones. My dad was a professional violinist, which is great, except he knew exactly when I played something wrong, and he wasn't afraid to tell me. While his criticisms definitely made me a better piano player, it also made playing just not fun. I was always worried I would make a mistake and get yelled at. My own internal voice even started to take on my dad's critical tone. Hopefully, you never had someone that critical in your life, but if you're a perfectionist or highly critical of yourself, you can probably relate to how demotivating it can feel when you constantly put yourself down as you're practicing. It makes you not even want to practice at all or challenge yourself with new pieces, and that's just terrible. Playing music is supposed to be fun. It's something I had to make a conscious effort to change. While I agree that it can't be positivity and rainbows all the time, we do need some feedback to make improvements. I just think there's a better way to go about it than being harshly critical. I attempted to retrain my brain to stop thinking so negatively. I borrowed a mindfulness meditation technique where you turn your awareness directly onto your thoughts. As I practiced, every time a negative or overly critical thought happened, I acknowledged it, called it out. There's that negative voice again, then moved on. The more that I made a conscious effort to notice when it was happening and not give any importance to that thought, the less that it happened. Something else that I like to do is practice not thinking while playing. I know, it sounds kind of silly, but I'll pick a section in a piece and see if I can play that through without having any thoughts at all, positive or negative. Once that becomes easy, I'll put more sections together, maybe play the whole page and see if I can keep my mind clear without thoughts the entire time. The goal is to retrain our minds not to think so much while we're playing, create a new habit essentially. This will help reduce the negative thoughts. Of course, we still need to give ourselves some kind of feedback while we're practicing, right? But the language that we use with ourselves makes a huge difference. I dismiss any thoughts where I put myself down. Things like, why can't I get this already? Or, that wasn't good enough. Instead, I use more objective and neutral language, like, that was the wrong note, played that too fast, too much accent on the C. The thoughts should just be observations. See them for what they are without attaching any negativity to it. Some days when I'm practicing, I'm extremely scatterbrained. My thoughts would jump all over the place. I'll think about tempo, then posture, then interpretation, then tension, then dynamics, and it's all just too much and doesn't really result in anything productive. I'll have to rein myself in and just focus on one thing at a time. For example, I'll play a section and just focus on relaxing my body. I'll only make comments in my mind about relaxation or tension that I feel. Any other mistakes or things that I notice, I'll just ignore. When I'm satisfied with that, I'll play the same section again, but focus on something different, like tone. Focusing on just one thing at a time not only makes learning it a lot easier, but it also helps reduce excessive mind chatter. Like with all things, there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. On some days, no matter what we try, it's not possible to get ourselves out of that hole of negativity. That's perfectly fine. It happens to all of us, and in that case, it's better to just move on to another piece or stop practicing completely and come back to it another day. Even if our body is able to practice, if our mind is not in a state where we're open and receptive to learning, we won't be able to accomplish anything productive anyway. It's better to come back to it another time when we're fresh and ready to learn. I hope that my experience battling negativity and overly critical thoughts can help you if you're also experiencing something similar. If I can overcome it, you definitely can, and it's just going to make practicing and playing so much more enjoyable. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.